I just realized I never posted me cooking the pig feet from the video where I cleaned them. Here you can see I am parboiling them. They have been parboiling for about 45 minutes. Here are some of the veggies that I'm putting in them. Again, I used what I had at the time. Carrots, green onions, and onion. I remember that I planned on using a bell pepper, but I did not have one at the time. So I used what I had, because if you don't have everything, but you have seasonings, you can make up for it with the seasoning. I'm in the season of using what you have and really saving, because that's the type of economy that we're in right now. I brought them over to the sink, as you can see, after they had finished parboiling, to get all of that gunk, the stuff that you saw floating at the top. And what I do here is I rinse the actual pig feet off themselves, as well as clean that pot really good before putting them back in there. As you can see, they were piping hot right out of the pot. And what I'm doing on the other side is washing that pot out really good, because when I put them back in the pot, I want the water to be essentially clear. Remember, I've cleaned them real good with vinegar, salt. I've gone through with a knife and scraped them really good. Hailing from the South, one of the things that we're really brought up on, and what's emphasized, at least what was emphasized in my family, is very clean cooking, because a lot of meats and stuff are processed in these processing plants that have flies and everything hanging around them. So my grandmother was a firm believer in really washing your meats and what have you. Now, I know it's a lot of debate here and there whether if you should wash your meats or not. If you don't wash your meats, that's fine. You do you, boo. But over here, we wash meats, we parboil meats, but again, not trying to offend anyone that does not do those things, but over here, you're going to get quote unquote clean meat. So, find somebody else to debate with. I'm not going to debate with you about whether we clean meat over here. It's pretty clear. So, yep, I rinse them off real good, as you can see, after parboiling them. I don't know why I still have that water running, but anyway, I was probably trying to get it, cleaned in a pot. And yep, I'm rinsing off my tongues and stuff real good. Back to the stove they go. I am pouring some water over them. Now, you don't have to use water. At this point, some people use broth, whether it be vegetable broth or whatever kind of broth you have. Here I use water. And the reason why I use water is because I have a little blood pressure issue going on. So I'm already eating pork. So I try and control the sodium that way. And then I'm over here grabbing my seasonings. And the seasonings that I believed I use on this particular day is garlic powder, onion powder. I also use, I believe, garlic salt, sazon, and Tony Chachere's, if I recall correctly. It should be coming up here in the video soon. Yes, and I also dropped a splash of apple cider vinegar in there for them to cook in. And the thing with pig feet, I let mine cook low and slow. So, yeah. Here I go. I'm going in with the seasoning now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was onion powder. Yep, it was. It was some onion powder. Garlic powder. I guess I thought I needed a little bit more. That's okay. It doesn't have any salt content in it. Tony Chachere's, which is a Creole seasoning. Yep. Like I said, because I season my water pretty good, I chose not to cook mine in any type of broth. And this is Lowry's garlic salt. To be honest with you, I'm not a very big salt fan, just regular salt. So I typically use garlic salt in lieu of regular salt. However, sometimes I do use salt. Oh, this is the other seasoning that I forgot to mention that I use. I use cayenne pepper because I like for my food to have a little bit of kick to it. But again, you can omit it if you want. And just as I suspected as well, I use a pack of sesame. Oh my God. And look at me. Drop the pack over there. It's okay. I quickly got it up out of there. And I believe this is crushed red pepper. Yes. I used a little bit of crushed red pepper in there. And for my pig feet, and some black pepper too, girl. So for my pig feet, I let them cook down pretty low and slow. It was only 3 pig feet this day because with it just being me here, I don't need to cook a lot. It looks like I am adding my veggies. Yep, that's exactly what I did. I added all of my veggies to the pot. Look at me spilling stuff. Jesus. No wonder I have to always scrub my stove at the end of the day. But anyway. And girl, what you doing? I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. Let me see. Oh, I can tell you what I'm doing. I was looking for the top to this pot. Yep. And so at this point, I let the pig feet cook for probably about 3 hours. I'm one of those people who don't like to cook my food really fast. I don't care what I'm cooking. I prefer to cook my foods at a slower and moderate temperature. I feel like that just allows you to let all that love go into it. But if you have something to do or you want to cook your food faster, by all means do that. And looks like, oh, I forgot the garlic. So here I am adding the minced garlic that I had in my refrigerator because that was another thing that day. I remembered that I didn't have any fresh garlic, and that's okay. I mean, y'all, I am really getting into this, using what you have and not running into the store. I know it's probably driving you crazy, but I am loving this. You'll be surprised how much money you save by adopting this model, because what I find is if you run to the store for every little ingredient that you don't have, oh, and I added some seasoned pepper to it. If you run to the grocery store for every little ingredient you don't have at the time you're cooking a dish, you're going to find yourself spending way more money than you need to. So it makes you really plan your meals out. And I'm not sure how long they had been cooking at this point. Good Lord, look at that steam. But they had been cooking for some time. What am I doing? Okay, I'm just stirring them. Looks like a little bit. Don't ask me why my camera's upside down. I don't know. Because remember, I am telling you about this process weeks after I posted the video. It's okay. You get the point. I want you to see the good with the bad. I'm still learning how to do this content creation stuff, so I'm not good at it. But judging by the way the water looked, it looks like I've been cooking it for some time. Wiping my stove off. Yep. That is another thing my grandmother always taught us, to be clean cooks. Keep your surface wiped down. And while your food is cooking, you can be washing the dishes. And she taught us to use minimal dishes. You don't need a bunch of dishes all the time when you're cooking. You can use that same dish, and by doing that, you minimize your dishes. She used to always say, you know, you can cook good food, but if people come to your home and they see that you have a nasty kitchen, no matter how good the food is, they won't want to eat it. So this is my pig feet recipe. Enjoy.